Revelation 1 verse 10. It was the Lord's day and I was worshipping in the Spirit. Suddenly I heard behind me a loud voice like a trumpet blast. John opens this verse by stating that he was in the Spirit, an expression that indicates a special intensity of spiritual awareness and a receptivity to the communication of the Spirit of God. And this is often through inspired intuition, words of knowledge, prophetic utterance, and visions. John was among those who, if you remember, was baptized by the Spirit on the day of Pentecost in Acts 2, and now he's in the Spirit once again. Plainly speaking, John is in the zone and God speaks to him. John tells the reader that he heard behind him a loud voice like a trumpet blast. This is a voice of command, one that would have immediately gotten his attention, and he knew right away that whatever is about to be spoken, whatever is about to be shared with him, must be heeded, because the words that follow are the very words of Jesus. Let's go on to verse 11. It said, "Write in a book everything you see and send it to the 7 churches in the cities of Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea." In Acts 2, we're told that in the last days God will pour out His Spirit on all people, that they will see visions and dream dreams and prophesy. And here in this verse, Jesus begins by telling John he's about to be shown a vision and to make a record of everything he is shown. The book of Revelation is exactly that, John's record of what he was shown by God about what must soon take place. And Jesus tells him that this record is to be shared with 7 named churches. By the time John was imprisoned on Patmos, there were probably hundreds, perhaps thousands of churches that had been established. So why these 7 churches in particular? Well, it's not so much that Jesus was wanting to address these 7 churches in these locations only. Of course, he wanted to address them. But as many have pointed out, Jesus wanted to address his entire church, beginning with them. As we will soon see in our study through Revelation, Jesus addresses what they were going through, their good and bad qualities, the problems and issues they were facing. This is what God wanted to speak into. And we need to take seriously what Jesus said, because everything that these 7 churches were facing would also be faced in part or in whole by every other church, whether back then in John's day or down through the church age, from Pentecost to the rapture.